Okay, let's see. No commercials at the start. Good. Alright. Yep. So, today I'll be streaming something a bit different. A visual novel called In Miko We Trust. Let's just boot it up first of all. If I remember correctly, it loads properly and with OBS. Hello, Splinter Rebane. Here we go. It seems to be running just fine. I don't know how long I'll be running it today. Apparently it lasts 2 to 3 hours, so we'll probably get at least halfway before switching to something else. But for the time being, we'll be starting with Miko We Trust. Damn straight I'm here. I big shut manja. Disclaimer: this is going to be streamed by a Canadian who's not not interested in all the patriotism stuff from my southern neighbor, but I'm hoping for something fun to get through. Yep, it's time for that game. Should be Pudding We Trust. Pudding has became quite a meme for you, hasn't it? Alright, let's check the preference before we start. Voice volume. Is there actual voice? Because it's at mute right now. It's a version of 1.0, so don't know if there's any voices in this game. If it's mute, maybe I'm supposed to leave it that way. Anything useful here? Oh. Does it help causes the game to lose it? Okay, it doesn't work. Alright. Oh, I see. It opens the WordPad file. That's messy to read. Alright, let's forget that. Alright, let's start the game. Enter your first name. So, what are we going to call our vice president or whatever it was? Our secretary? I don't remember who you play as exactly. Playa? Yeah, Playa. His last name is going to be... Oh, what was his name in Saints Row? There's that guy in Saints Row 4 who's your vice president. Playa Emissary. We'll call him Playa Emissary or something like that. Playa. Let's go more meme-ish. Let's call him Playa 2. Nah, I'm not gonna call him after me. When I was in school, my teacher asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I don't remember what I said. Oh yeah, now I think of it, it's going to be one of those streams where I'll be needing all that water because yikes, it's gonna be hell in my throat. I don't remember what I said. It was probably something generic like I want to be a fireman or I'm gonna be a rock star. Whoops. By the time I turned 16, I'd given up on dreams like that. Okay, so sometimes it pops another part of the dialogue, I guess, you know. I was just your average high schooler this time to stack shelves and serve fries to nagging customers. Well, at least that's what I thought. Is that where I managed to end up? Oh, Google image search, eh? Nah, I'm kidding, but that might be it. It's the White House. Mr. Vice President, what's your opinion on the latest bill? So, we need to prepare for the premier's visit next week. Which hotel should we book? Vice President, where's the tax cut you promised us 2 years ago? 3 men in suits are swarming around my desk, killing each other to talk to me. These aren't just old men with dress sense. The deputy secretary is second only to the heads of the states themselves. And all of them are expecting answers from me. My name is Playa 2. And yeah, Player 1 is the president, so it makes even more sense now. I'm the vice president of the United States. Okay, so I see the saving feature here. Alright. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, that's a good start. So basically, the United States are screwed. It's over. It was nice doing this run with all of you, but it's time to switch to the next game. Nah, let's go. Okay, gentlemen. I'm sure there's someone else who can handle your questions. There's quick save and normal saving down there. Yep. Oh yeah, I see that there's a flat-out save. Alright, that's good. Especially if there's points where I have to make choices. Looking for... No, we're not looking for someone else. We want you, you lazy little shrimp. Don't think we haven't noticed. You spend all your days sitting around without lifting a finger to help. To be fair, is right. I haven't offered much of a meaningful contribution to the runnings at the White House. But really, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any experience in politics. Okay, so we have someone who's experienced in, who's still the vice president. Really, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any experience in politics. I barely know how to make coffee, for crying out loud. Could you maybe talk to the president about this? I really don't have any power to. Quit hiding behind the president. This is where you were talking about. I sink a little further into my seat. What am I supposed to do? These guys are scary, and nothing I say is gonna calm them down. Is there a problem, gentlemen? Ah, it's... Oh, here's Miko. The bickering suddenly falls silent as everyone turns his attention to the newcomer. She's nothing like the secretaries. She looks young, but the twinkle of wisdom in her eyes speaks of decades of experience. She dresses bizarrely for the highest echelon of American politics. Miko appears, while Miko appears, but no one says a word. After all, President Toyosatomimi. She's the one everyone here answers, so. Fuck, I missed the intro. Although you barely miss anything, like literally just at the start, we name our vice president player 2. Player 1 is Miko, and but from what I understand so far, you're the vice president, even though you have 0 qualifications. So, well, now we need to worry about Futo setting fire to the White House. Yep, exactly. Hello, Eric. 6 months ago, the first stories about her began to surface. A mysterious woman arrived on the western coast, winning over the masses with her incredible charisma. When the internet caught wind of her popularity only grew. Yeah, I can imagine that happening. Within weeks, she was a household name, attracting thousands with her smooth and clever rhetoric. No one was surprised when she ran for presidency. Technically, she wasn't a legal candidate, but her fan base was so large that the rules got waived so she could enter. So that much charisma, eh? Alpha's art popular. Oh yeah, that's art from a Touhou 13.5. Admittedly not the best in the series when compared like to what happened in Touhou 14.5, like when Moe start making the artwork that looks so actually really good. Actually, she won by a landslide, and her popularity's only grown ever since, so she got a very good approval rate. Splinter is Futo. Have any other questions? This actually did better in earlier games. That, yeah, I think I'm inclined to think that way too. There are even rumors that she's some sort of saint, revived to bring about a new era of American greatness. When you think about it, like I'm saying that in the shot in the black, but isn't religion a serious topic for some voters in the United States? Like some people are more likely to vote for some parties because of their beliefs. If that's the case, then I imagine that some people would respect Miko because of her religious upbringing and all that. Yeah, she would arrest Buddhists instead. Well, actually, maybe Futo would go after the other parties, which that makes me wonder if we know if she ran with one of the two parties or a third one. Futo have to take on Ijiru. We need more missiles. Her name is Miko Toyosatomimi, and she's the reason I'm sitting in this chair right now. Only God is allowed here. Have the men been giving you trouble, playa? One word, it like that. Mr. President, your subordinates is a disgrace to our government and everything it stands for. I concur. It makes hundreds of thousands for absolutely nothing while we run around working our asses off. Concur. It makes hundreds of thousands. Oh, wait. I want him impeached. No, deported. Wow, what an asshole. Really? Is this how you think of him? Miko swings over to me and places a hand on my shoulder. She's a good head taller than me, and it makes me feel like I'm back in high school again. Mr. Tu is a testament to everything this nation stands for. He is to everyone we've sworn ourselves to serve, the average American represents our country as a whole. If you demean my running mate, sirs, you demean America itself. Secretaries go quiet. Let's be really short if Miko is that tall, much taller, yes. Vice President Shrimp? Nah, I'm just kidding. There's a pressure around the president that makes it difficult for anyone else to breathe. I'm sorry, ma'am. I never thought of it like that. I assume as much. Now, don't all of you have somewhere else to go? To be. Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. The three grown men scurry out of the room, adjusting their collars and ties on the way out. And not that I think about it, how old is our vice president? Because it could be a kid as well. I don't think he said this. Actually, he did mention his age at the start. Didn't he? 16, 17 or something like that? But that was when he was younger or something. Oh god, I just realized we have to deal with the Scarlet Devil mentioned. I have no idea what sort of stuff we'll have in that story, so we might see all sort of wacky characters and all that. This isn't something any of them are likely to talk about on their coffee break. The ominous aura around Miko dissolved soon after, as if she was being possessed by the man she was trying to lecture. Once she calmed down completely, she turns her attention back to me. Are you alright, Playa? Yeah, thanks to you. Seriously, I owe you one. Think nothing of it. After all, it would reflect poorly on me if my vice president fell under criticism. And worse still, it might distract the attention of the populace. We can't have that, can we? And so our true colors show. Miko gave a speech about how I was some sort of mascot for American patriotism, but the truth's a little sketchier than that. In short, she didn't want a running mate who had a chance to steal the spotlight. Oh yeah, makes sense actually. She needed someone no one would care about, someone too painfully average that no one would waste a newspaper column reporting about them. That someone of course turned out to be me. How could I refuse to offer it? I got to be the freaking vice president of the USA. Still, knowing I got elected just because I'm utterly unremarkable is a bit rough on my pride. Anyway, aren't you meant to be in a meeting right now? Something about your special friend in China? Oh. Please don't call her that, even as a joke. Anyway, I'm here because I want to ask you a favor. Oh, you found something that even I can help you with? Nothing major. I just wanted somebody to check on Futo for me. Futo, you mean the Secretary of Defense? Right? Makes sense, seeing how she's trigger happy about burning temples. I told you. You know how she is. Without these internal tensions, I'm worried that she will be a little aggressive. It's a little light word to use. Probably that political correctness kicking in. Alright then. So I have to make sure that she hasn't started any wars in the last half hour. Okay, so it's that bad, eh? Time to nuke North Korea. Yep. Yep, she's gonna burn all the other stuff. If you could, thanks. It should keep the secretaries from complaining too, so in the end both of us get something from it. Understood, and thanks again for the backup. No need to thank me, simply doing my job. Miko struts out into the corridor, oozing confidence with every step as a smile is plastered onto her face. Oh yeah, by the way, future stuff, every time Toyosatomimi shows up, I'm saying Miko, for convenience sake. For all political wrangling, she really does have the country's best interest in mind. All things considered, I'd work for her over anyone else in a heartbeat. Miko is her first name anyway. Yeah, exactly. Good point. Her taste in subordinates though. Alright, Futo. Let's see what country you managed to rile up this week. Oh, we call Moko as Mike. Poor Miko just can't win, eh? Futo's pretty much taking up residence in the White House war room sheet. Futo's pretty much... Oh, wait. Technically she should have her own office over in the Pentagon, but we decided it was dangerous to keep her more than an arm's length away. Futo, you there? I let myself in without bothering to knock. When I step inside, I see Futo sitting at one end of the table, playing with a glove. Who shall we invade next? That music, oh my goodness, I should know where it is. I've heard it before. Bolivia? Peru? Maybe Zimbabwe? She's putting her finger right into various countries, giggling to herself in a slightly upsetting fashion. She looks like a child playing make-believe, which makes her actual level of clout even more disturbing. This is Futo Mononobe. She's Miko's most trusted subordinate, and they've worked together for several centuries now. No old day English. Oh. I think I'm going to appreciate that because I don't get to read it. No, I didn't get that wrong. Centuries. Remember when I said there were rumors Miko was a saint? Well, there was more to that than you'd think. This will sound ridiculous, but Miko and Futo are actually hermits from the Far East. Naturally, this isn't public information. The only reason I know is that I'm the vice president. Back in her day, Miko had plans to rule Japan, but she's decided that America's a more powerful asset. Naturally, she put her pyromaniac companion in charge of her national defenses. Great move, boss. Put the glove away, Futo. Ah, sir, too. Forgive my distraction. Was it planning our latest camping for the expansion of democracy? Yes, that's it. This isn't the age of imperialism. We can't just conquer any country we feel like. And why not? We'd send an excellent message to our enemies in China. I mean, imagine the headlines. Let me guess. The president and the prime minister or whatever in China is Byakuran or something. I mean, imagine the headlines. Byakuran. Oh yeah, exactly. Byakuran Ijiri, dismayed by America's military might. Hangs herself in shame. Ouch. You know, something like that. I groaned beneath my breath. Looks like Miko was right to check up on her after all. What is your story with this Byakuran woman anyway? Is she another hermit like you two are? I suppose that would be the layman's term, yes. I hear she sold her soul to a demon to obtain immortality. The crown prince, I mean, Lady Miko has been her rival for an age now. When she found out that we had taken America, she claimed China to oppose us. I heard it was quite a hostile takeover. What I would have given to watch the fires burn. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. The boss told me to make sure you didn't do anything rash with relations as they are. That means no provocation, no live fire drills, and especially no nuclear testing. Told you she's nuts. Although it's fun to have a wacky character. Although she's not... in current canon, she's like more friendly towards the Buddhists, so there's that. But although this feels more like a meme-ish game, at least she's loyal, yes. At least she's not going to turn to weapons on us. But it isn't fair. Why do we have all these world-ending doomsday devices if we never get to use them? That's an order, Futo. Your master's still Commander-in-Chief, remember? We're gonna be fouled, but she's loyal. Fine, I'll keep my brilliant strategies for another day. Please let that day be a few centuries from now, when it's someone else's problem. Still, I have to give her credit for enthusiasm at least. She's loyal to Miko above all else, but her way of showing it is interesting. I might have to check up on her more often. World War III would be bad for publicity after all. Right, that's the message chance. So I'll head back to my office. up to lounge about all day while Lady Miko retires. She pays me to be boring, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is self-aware enough. Very well. Wish you a good day, sir. You too. Leave the room open behind me just a fraction after I leave, so I can listen in when she thinks I'm gone. Within seconds I hear the familiar wishing sound of the globe. Hey, I hear Portugal is nice at this time of the year. Okay, mental note, definitely do not leave Futo by herself. Not just for her sake, but for the world as a whole. Take my time on the way back to my office. It's not like there'll be any work waiting for me anyway. The corridor is awfully empty. It feels almost creepy as I tiptoe across the marble floor with nothing but the sound of my footsteps. A tingle runs down my spine. I'm sure there's one in the corridor right now, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. I turn. Oh, I think I've read. This is Mamizou, isn't it? I turn to look behind me. Nothing. The stairway? Nope. The chandelier? That's ridiculous. Man, I think I need a nap. All this pressure's getting to me. What? Something sneaks up behind me, and my vision goes black. I guess, ready to cry out in panic until a voice tickles my ear. Guess who? Damn it, I should have guessed. This isn't funny. You almost gave me a heart attack there. Who almost gave you a heart attack? Come on, kid. Play along for me. I feel something soft and furry rub against my thigh. I don't have any choice in the matter, do I? Let go, Mamizou. Very well. No, very good. 10 points for you. The hand blocking my eyes moves away. It's a few seconds before my vision comes back into focus. When it does, there's a woman standing in front of me with an inexhaustible cheer and an aura of mischief. A large leaf sits on her head in place of a hat, and a bushy raccoon tail swishes about behind me. Once this would have surprised me, but it's amazing what you can get used to with time. You're catching on, kid. You almost saw me before I could jump you today. If I manage to spot you next time, will you stop bothering me? Of course not, that just means I gotta try harder. This guy has seen some shit. Looks like it. That's a word. A try at these. This is Mamizou Futatsuya. She's the current director of the CIA. Okay. CIA. As you've probably guessed, she's not exactly human. She's a tanuki, a shape-shifting trickster spirit from the same region as Miko. Of course, she only shows her true colors in front of me. To everyone else, she's a stern but efficient supervisor who keeps the wheels of the country turning. Of course, she'll. Okay, wait. Keeps the. Okay, there are rumors she's also something of a loan shark. So I already were doing Miko's babysitting for her. That's not. Okay, well, maybe that is the right phrase to use. Wait, why is Mamizou here when she's a. Yeah, that's what I wondered. Maybe she's a. Undercover agent for the Chinese. What was she thinking putting Futo in charge of defense? Well, the girl was gonna want to burn something down anyway. May as well let her do it in a way we can keep an eye on, right? I know, that does make a twisted sort of sense actually. The thought of Futo acting of her own volition is enough to spook me. But enough about the saint and her sidekick. Let's talk about you, playa. Me? Is there to talk about? Still playing dumb, huh? Not sure who you think you're dealing with, but I'm not gonna fall for your little masquerade. I'm just going to guess the person who made this just read all the profiles and doesn't know anything about the other character relations. I honestly have no idea, because the first place where I saw the game being posted was on a Shrine Maiden, Maiden of Kaleidoscope, so I don't know if I guess we'll see as I would proceed. Maybe you're right, or 2, it's a meme game, or 3, it's a Chinese conspiracy that I just came up with. I'm not gonna fall for it. Just still trying to push this? I thought 3 months would have been long enough for her to give up on me. For the last time, Mamizou, I don't have any deep, dark secrets. I mean, I used to wet the bed when I was a kid, but that's it. Really? That's interesting. What's interesting? Wetting is a common trait in serial killers. Okay, I'd be amused if the twist of this game was that you're a serial killer and that you kill Miko at the end, or that you are the undercover agent. You haven't murdered anyone, have you, playa? Of course not. Oh, this was getting all defensive now. Did I hit a sensitive spot? I'll hit a sensitive spot, alright. I'll smack you right on the frickin' nose. Look, I really don't have time for this. Leave me alone, okay? Look, you see Mamizou as head of CIA. You really want to take this seriously? No, not really. Alright. I know what a suspect isn't going to talk. Mark my words, Mr. 2. Whatever it is you're hiding, I'll figure it out. There's no way anyone could be as ordinary as you. And someday I'm going to prove that. She walks past me and then I turn around, the corridor is empty again. God, I hate talking to her. Makes me feel like I'm going crazy. Hey, Sega, could I be here instead? That's true, actually. I want to... Oh, I think I know what's going on. It's the portraits. They use existing Touhou resources, and they didn't know about the Dairy's portraits or something like that. Because I think that might be the situation. That almost happened with me when I originally made my RPG Maker project. I started with a visual novel instead, and I had very limited resources and only a few Dairy look-alike portraits made by other people, and like there was just a handful of them. She always waits until I'm alone, so there's no point going to Miko or Futo for help. Well, whatever. She can dig all she likes, but I've got no secrets to share. After all, that's why I end up in this position, isn't it? Oh, but it's not that simple, playa. Oh, it's night. I don't think there is a rooster near the White House. Yawn. So, freaking dull. Being vice president means I have pretty much no formal responsibilities. I have to stand in for Miko if she can't serve, but that's never going to happen. Oh, okay, so this is probably going to happen now, now that you said it. I'm also meant to listen to Senate meetings, but that's still as dishwater. It's just better to enjoy the ride here and take it easy with it. Although I don't know, coming up with theories, ideas or things like that about where the game is going to go is part of the fun for me so far. And so far it's pretty entertaining. I'm not sure if this is how Vice President works, no. Also, I take it easy by nitpicking, it's fun. I'll get the logic that you throw a Vice President who's completely dull and who doesn't want to take over. Kind of makes sense in a sort of way, but would make more sense if Miko was trying to aim for the world instead. I don't even get to vote unless the score is tied, so there's no point in going. So I spend all my time sitting in this crummy little office. I don't even have a TV to distract myself with. Miko, you monster. You mean you're not giving entertainment for your vice president? Man, she's evil. There's a bunch of photos and a typewriter that doesn't work. So they actually used the picture to make a joke in the game. That's cute. In an amusing way. Almost Mr. Secretary is yelling at me now. At least then I had something to worry about. Now I feel like I'm in solitary confinement. At least you're making a lot of money, dude, so at least it's not that bad. I can't take it anymore. Push myself out of my seat. Responsibility, schmonsability. If I have to sit in this room for 5 more frickin' minutes, I'm going to lose my mind. Just play on your phone. Yes, exactly. Although, wait, isn't there some sort of thing about presidents and how much they can use phones or social medias and stuff like that? Although with Trump apparently posts quite a lot, so I don't know. It seems like to be all in the air now, so nobody's watching it. Yep, yes, you got a point here. Yep, nobody's watching it. Alright, let's save because it's been a while. I need to do something. Anything. But what? Oh, so we get choices. And I did... Okay. Can you save in that moment. Okay, you can before. Hello, Ruben 7. Okay, crap. So we get a decision point, and I have no idea if there's a aim in this game. If paying attention to a character is going to make you more friendly with them later on, or if you can screw up the game. Let's go for a walk. Let's see. I'm inclined to see if Miko needs help, of course, or check up on Futo. And if nothing happens, we can backtrack by loading the game. Let's go see with the president. I think I'll go visit Miko. She's probably busy, so maybe there's something I can do to help out. There's a different ending, so save in choices. Okay. The Oval Office. Home of the President of the United States. Miko hasn't done much to change the decorations of the last president. Some of the furniture has been shuffled around in the name of Feng Shui, but nothing major. Miko herself is leaned forward over her desk, examining a set of papers with utmost care. There is a dangerous, powerful glint in her eyes as she reads. Already I feel like I'm overstepping my boundaries. Is there anything I can actually do to help her when she's that focused? Screw it, I'm already here. Even if I embarrass myself, it's better than sitting around the office all day. Are you alright, boss? Ah, playa. Sorry, I didn't see you coming. It's fine. What you're working on? China have been making some rather provocative claims of late. They've publicly denounced the West, calling us warmongers and tyrants. Oh. The occurrence worked? Naturally. Say what you want about the woman, she knows how to handle her politics. There are probably people who say the same thing about you, boss. So what are we gonna do about it? I've been deliberating for a while on how to approach the scenario. I think I could do with a second opinion, actually. Well, playa, how do you think we should respond? We're gonna save right away again, because I get the feeling that a question is going to pop up. Yep. In order to accusations, improve our public image, or respond aggressively. Interesting. Obviously, A is not the one. Wait, yes, Piekren is the leader of China right now. Obviously, the first one sounds like in gameplay-wise and story-wise to be the least efficient one, because they could continue to slander us and make us look worse. So it's awful. Miko is too intense. Improve our public image or respond aggressively. I'd be of course inclined to go with number 2, but responding aggressively, I don't know. That's our image like. What the rest of the world thinks of us, I mean. Not particularly pleasant. Oh. There have been a lot of recent scandals which have left us looking bad. Then let's do something about that. If we improve our reputation, no one's going to care what China thinks, right? An excellent idea, actually. Spent aggressive could be dangerous, but the odds are it won't go far. Yes, exactly. That too. But I'm surprised I managed to come up with it. Is it meant to be a compliment or an insult? In any case, I'll focus on improving public opinion so Piekren's words lose their weight. Any way I can help with that? Oh no! You already done more than enough. Thank you again for your help. No worries. She's smiling so brightly at me. It's rare to see her give that look while she's on the job, but it seems just make my heart sore. Alright, then I'll see you later, I guess? Certainly. I bow towards her and stick out my chest as I head for the door. Hey, maybe politics isn't that difficult after all. So we're heading to day 3 with the that freaking rooster. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I stump back and forth. Where's the link of the press room? I'm not very good when it comes to these situations, but at least I'm not breathing into a paper bag anymore. Oh dear, so it was that stressful, eh? Everything blows up. Got to love that rooster. So yeah, I'd be amused if I had the choices I made already dooms us immediately. So what could be more important to need a speech now? What could be so important? A few days ago we received intel about potential terrorist activity in Washington. There have been sightings of a suspicious figure shuffling around the White House, but they evaded capture so far. Miko's advisors told her to stay hidden until the hitmen were caught, but Miko decided to flip that advice on its head. Not only is she showing her face, she's giving a full speech to the press. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm nervous. Oh, of course I'm nervous, I know my story. 4 presidents assassinated, and I really don't want to make that 5. You should know it's the tourist. Can't just stand here. Oh, am I supposed to help out? Oh, we do have to save here. Alright, find Mamizou, examine the security details, or check up on Miko. Yes, I'm inclined to go with Mamizou as well. She's the head of the CIA, so examining the security details feels like a middle of the road. Checking up on Miko seems like the least efficient one of the... So let's go see Miko. Mamizou. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I should go find Mamizou. Maybe she's not with the Secret Service. But surely she'll have some intel for what we're up against. Thing is, I have no idea how I'm supposed to find her. She runs into her own schedule, and I don't know if she's even as an office. I think I have an idea. Oh, it's so wonderful being all by myself today. I make sure my voice echoes through the corridor. I'm not the best actor, but there's no way she'll pass this up. Oh no! A piece of paper with all the details of my secret identity. I hope nobody happens to walk in on this. You can't stop embarrassing yourself now, kid. The time it takes me to blink, Mamizou's standing in front of me. I really wish I knew how she did that. That's another question for another time. Sir, it's the only way I know how to get in touch with you. I was hoping you knew something about this assassin. You mean the ones everyone's freaking out over? Don't worry, I've got him locked away in your office. I see what well, that's a real... Where? You see, you need to put him somewhere, and you're never in your office, so... Never mind that. Just stick me to him already. Alright. And keep your voice down, kid. It's bad for your blood pressure. Mamizou leads me back to my own office. It's not quite as I remember it. Files and folders have been knocked off the floor, and there's a new resident tied firmly to my chair. This is the assassin? Okay, so who it is? Let's see. If it's based on a Touhou 13.5 sprites, we have Lemu, Marisa. Marisa is a good candidate. Ichilin. It's Ichilin, isn't it? You sure? Absolutely. Grab... Oh, his... Okay, never mind. Grab his gun off him on the way in. The Secret Service guys are really slipping, by the way. Maybe I fire a few of them. But I just blink in response. The man tied to my chair is a portly Chinese 20-something with 3-inch glasses and chronic acne. His undersized shirt bears the face of a young woman with a gradient running down her hair. Okay, it sounds more like some random otaku than an actual assassin. Idi Byakuren, I'm so sorry. Okay, no, it's a geek who admires her. I failed you. Huh. Alright, kid. Yeah, I'm just... How did security manage to miss this guy? Well, you know, all of it sometimes. It lets people do some pretty incredible things. Though I guess you're too young to understand that, so he's maybe that young, eh? Don't really think I want to understand what you're talking about. Hey, well, what should I do with this guy? You're the vice president, so I guess I'll leave the choice to you. Me? Well, Deport him or execute him. Execute him seems a bit over the top for just a... unless it came to bite us in the ass later. Let's deport him. Can we maybe deport him back to China? Executing him will just get Byakuran really mad. Well. Looks who's been reading up on politics. It looked bad if I let you guys do all the work. Yeah, let's support him. Do you know the actual story, Reman? I guess. Anyway, give me a second to deal with this guy and I'll help you clean up. She grabs my chair and pushes it out. The would-be assassin still howling all the way. Shut up, dude. Or put something in front of his mouth so he shuts up. But there's something about cowardice and dishonor, but I'm not really listening. There's no way he'll brag about this when he gets home. A few minutes later, she returns, wiping off the seat as she puts it back in place. Sorry about that. Shouldn't be bothering anyone for a while now. She starts picking up the fallen papers with her tail, expertly sorting them back into the proper place. She does a better job cleaning up than I do, actually. Thanks. It's good to know that the boss won't have anything to worry about. You're not so bad yourself. I'm impressed that her tail can actually do that. Yep, something that big and thick that requires a amazing level of flexibility and accuracy. Sheesh. Not so bad yourself. You showed up a lot more tact than I was really expecting. Are you sure there's nothing special about you? Pretty sure. Unless I'm one of those heroes with amnesia that shows up in everything. No, nowadays. My little theory gets pushed a bit further. I'll keep that in mind. Might beat you across the head to see if anything interesting comes out. I get the feeling I said something I shouldn't have. Still, she's laughing with me rather than at me, so that's probably a good thing. Turn into a hand for that moment. That could have happened too. Let's not think about it. Oh, another day passes by. Rooster-san does his thing. Another relatively slow day at work. I managed to get a TV installed, so at least I've got something to distract myself with. Wait. Wait, did I miss? Oh, sheesh. I think there's something I'm forgetting today. Something really important. Maybe there's a meeting I missed? Why am I kidding? Never get any meeting to attend. Continue to stroll around my office. There's something I have to do, I just know it. But what could it be? My eyes darts around the room, eventually falling on a disheveled calendar. I haven't touched it, but it happens to be on the right month. Let's see, that is the 7th of February, so... Oh. No. Oh no. A bit Swiss food. Oh no. It's the boss' birthday! Of course, how did I manage to forget? I know she doesn't make a big deal of it, but no one knows when her birthday is. I didn't even get her anything. I'm gonna look so bad when she finds out. Okay, playa. Calm down. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I can salvage this. There's still time. I'll just find something nice and give it to her, and she won't fire me for being a heartless brute. But what can I get her on such short notice? I don't even know what she'd want. Maybe I should ask someone? Alright. Save on that. 6, might as well. Oh, but it's not really perfect with moments. It's been pretty amusing and pretty nice. Alright, let's not ask Futo, because that means we're gonna get recommended some like a cruise missile or something like that. We could ask... Well, the thing is, is there some sort of relationship you get in this game by following a certain character? I appreciate the Mamizou moments. I'm inclined to ask Mamizou because she's the head of CIA, so maybe she might know some information, but then again, she's pretty wacky in this game. Kinda, yeah, there are roots. Oh. Alright, let's go with Mamizou for now. I need some intel. I don't know enough about Miko's interest to get her something she'd like. This calls for information, and there's only one person I know for that. Right, I'll find Mamizou. In terms of preference, if I had to pick, it would be Mamizou or Futo, so if I had to pick a specific route, I'd probably follow with them. Although I like Miko as well. I'm sure she'll have some clues what they want her. You called? So he really should be there though. Yeah, it's really a case of having no sprite or portraits for her, I believe. Wow! How did you get here so quickly? I heard you yelling down to hell, Doofus. Sounds like you forgot to buy the big cheese at birthday present. And it's a good thing that I read properly forgot because I almost saw another word for a moment, so... Oh, retrospect, maybe I should lock the door to my office more often. You think? What would she lead then? She would just have Mammy's job, yeah, or something like that. She can go through walls, so yeah, intel. So CIA. That's kind of the gist of it, yeah. I need to figure out what she's into, but I don't want to ask her herself. Think you can help me out? I don't know anything off the bat of my head. Miko tends to keep a lot of her personal issues under wraps. However, could start poking into her personal files. That might give me a better idea. Her personal files? Is that really okay? Well, technically speaking, it's not exactly legal. We're ever so slightly invading her privacy. But hey, you're the vice president, right? No point having all that power if you don't use it. I furrow my brow. Is it really worth the meddle in her business for a birthday present? This is a bit harder to figure out. Alright. Yeah, let's not do it. Part of me wants to say do it, but that part of both of don't do it. Don't fuck around. Yeah, I don't want to make Playa-san losing his job, so let's not. Well, we'll see if nothing happens out of it. Would change your mind. If nothing happens, we'll go. If nothing interesting goes, we'll go with it. Do it. No matter how I think about it, that feels like a bad idea. Second thought, never mind. I'll find another way to figure it out. What, really? You hauled me all the way there for nothing? Sorry, Mamizou. I'm not gonna poke my nose to the boss business so I can get that shiny gift. Huh. Heh. What's so funny? Did I make a joke or something? No. Nothing like that. I just didn't think you'd stick to your guns. Stick to my... Wait, you weren't serious, were you? Yeah. Of course not. What kind of CIA director gives away details on their own prison? Yeah, exactly. So that's what the other option would have just been a source of trouble. And why do you ask if you weren't going to follow through? I'm really confused. Isn't it obvious? I was testing ya. Wanted to see if you had cave into the temptation. Hey, wait, Mamizou in Touhou canon speaks like an old woman, isn't she? So from now on, whenever she says you, she says yeah. I've seen a lot of humans get corrupted by the power of Yar position. Given Yar background, I figured you'd be more vulnerable to it than most. I mean, look at you. You were an ordinary high schooler and suddenly Yar, the vice president of the US. Most guys would have done something ridiculous like sleep with a member of their cabinet by now. But you have resisted. Yeah, actually been doing your duties as well as you can, and yeah, haven't let power get to your head. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I'm confused. Simple-minded kid. She'd never complimented me this profusely before. She's not kidding this time, is she? Anyway, yeah, don't have to worry about presents. Miko really doesn't want to make a deal of her birthday, so the best thing I can do is keep up the good work. I see, that's good to hear. I was worried that really upset her if I didn't have anything. No worries. You're safe this time around. But try not to forget again. Next year, okay? Yes, ma'am. Thanks again for the help. Don't mention it. I learned some interesting things about you today. Mamizou lets herself out, closing the door behind her. I don't bother trying to pursue her. Odds are she's already gone. So that was a surprisingly tolerable interaction. And not that I look at the how the plot is progressing, something tells me that if I went to see Miko during the assassination portion, it would have been solved different, but just in a different way. So maybe there's no real way to lose, except like doing a lot of screw-ups, like actually doing illegal stuff, like just now. So that's interesting. In fact, I think I might have enjoyed myself a little. And that music. Hello again, Rooster-san. Goody two shoes, though. And another day without merit in the Vice President office. Let's save again, just in case. Secretaries don't bother me anymore, but that's taken most of the excitement out of my day. I've been passing the time with daytime television, or what passes for it nowadays. Come on, detective. It's clear the husband did it. It's always the frickin' husband. We don't get why these cop shows are so popular. Come to check out different options like checking on security detail, checking on the Miko. I could do that. Yeah, I could do the run a specific way and come back to do it with the other options. That's why saving before every single options is probably a great idea. That way, it allows me to proceed with the game and explore everything. If you do illegal stuff, that is how you lose most likely. You would cause scandal and eventually impeach or arrest. Yeah, exactly. After all, I did say to Miko that the idea was to improve her reputation. Pretty repetitive, and when you've seen the protagonist crack one joke while he puts his glasses, you've seen them all. So, it's this or I spend my afternoon watching the shopping channel. Oh boy, it's a lose-lose basically. Or you could try to watch anime and end up completely screwed because you stumble a freaking RM anime, and it's just the same thing. It's just like the same plots and all that sort of stuff. So you'd be back to square one. So I guess Snarky Mac 4 Eyes will have to do for now. I wonder if he was taking a crack at Conan. I wonder now that you mention it. Although I never watched Conan before, so maybe just wanted. I starting to get interested to sign shorts out. Typical. Maybe I should have spent more than $30 on this thing. Sheesh. Aren't you a rich guy? Work, damn it. Recursive maintenance fails to solve the problem. I'm about to give up on the thing when a face pops up on the static. Uh-oh. Oh. What do we have here? Hello, is this on? Can anyone hear me? What? I'm alive! I thought I had a few more seconds to warm up. So what does Kokoro want? What is this? There's a little girl murdering at the camera. At first switching to another channel, but the same face is playing on every network. Oh, Kokoro, deep breaths. Greetings, America. Don't bother adjusting your TV set. I've taken over every channel on every network. And I'm really sure I've heard that music before too. Her voice gets a lot louder and more aggressive. It'd be scary if I hadn't seen her whimper like a puppy 5 seconds ago. I am Kokoro Ata. I'm here to deliver a message to President Toyosatomimi. It's from HM right before you fight her. Oh yes, that's right, eh? Or as she also known. My mother! Oh dear. What? Miko has a daughter? Never mind that, since when did she even have a boyfriend? What the hell is going on here? Left me alone for so long, mother. I had to fend off myself in the wilderness without so much as a thrust found. When I finally find you, you're too busy being the president to answer my emails. Freaking Viakuran and her slander campaign. How rude can you get? Well, the boss defense, she never really got her head around the whole computer nonsense. Always complaining about the old days when there were messengers and calligraphy and... Wait, that's not relevant right now. Well, I've had enough. I'm here to offer you an ultimatum, Mother. It's actually not because of the icon. Oh, really, eh? I wonder. Do you surrender the role of president to me? Or share all your secrets with the press? Your first date. Your sappy romance novel. That one time you were out camping but you really had to pee. Everything. A lump forms in my throat. Where is this girl getting all her info? She really can't be Miko's daughter, can she? You know where to find me, Mother. You've got 24 hours before every news network in the country gets all the scandals you'll ever want. Until you see what that does to your approval ratings. Okay, that's everything. Now, how exactly do I switch this thing off? Maybe I push that little button here. Surely is there... Yeah, well, it's true based on how it is in canon. although I'm pretty sure it's not with that sort of context. Oh dear. No time to worry about TV reception now. I slip out my share and run down to Alway. And nice RPG Maker sound effect here. I need help if I want any chance at solving this problem. And I know exactly who to go to. It's hard to find the words to describe Mamizou Futatsuwa. She got on my nerves at first, I admit. She pokes her head into other people's business without any care for how they feel. But the more I spent around her, the more I started to appreciate the little antics. Mamizou root, yep, we triggered the flag. Even when my job got dull, her prodding gave me something to focus on. Oh, so I did lock her root. Holy moly. Okay, that's probably the one I would have wanted to start with anyway. Now I can imagine what my job would be like without her. And I know she's more than qualified to deal with this Kokoro woman. But first, I have to answer the big question. What exactly is she? I give the White House a quick search, but to no avail. No one seems to know where Mamizou's office is, even our direct underlings. Maybe she doesn't even have one. Out of ideas, I come to a step in the one corridor where she always jumps me. All I can do is trust that she'll want to see me as much as I want to see her. I wait for 5 minutes, 10, 15, nothing. Damn it, why can't she be busy? This is a national crisis and... Damn it, oh, there you are. Oh, that's all the response I get from you now? You've trained me too well, Mamizou. And I've got other things to worry about. You're talking about the broadcast, I assume? Obviously. That Kokoro girl could be a really big problem if she's really who she says she is. Yeah, caught me off guard as well. Never mind. I never figured the boss would have a daughter. You mean she never told you either? Nope. I'm as in the dark about this as Yahar. Well, that's a relief. I thought I was the only one who wasn't in the loop here. Probably shouldn't talk about this out here. Let's head over to my place. Your place? You mean you actually do have an office? Of course I do. Just don't tell anyone about it. A woman needs her privacy after all. She laughs to herself, takes a first few steps to the right and clicks her heels against one of the 4 tiles. Wah! She falls through the floor, flashing me as a salute as she disappears. I run over to where she was standing looking down at the ground. What looked like a tile was actually a trapdoor, revealing a hidden passage. So that's how she always managed to jump me, huh? Guess I've got no choice but to follow her. I sit over the trapdoor, take a deep breath, and push myself into the hole. Although her using shape-shifting would have worked too. Oh yep, this is a really... now I know that it's using RPG Maker assets because that sound I use it even in my RPG. Well, damn. Surely does have a secret hideout. There are computers on every wall monitoring every inch of the White House. You alright? It's quite a drop down here. A few bruises, they'll survive. So what's this place for? Might be fast to tell you what I can't do in here. Right now I'm gonna try and press the broadcast and figure out where it was coming from. Mamizou walks up to one of the computers and types a comment. Her fingers fly across the keys. Eyes lock on the screen as she gets to work. Looks like she'll be working for a while, so I let my eyes wander. I find a box shoved in the corner with the helpful label of stuff. There's no way my interest can be aroused by anything like that, so I open it up. What I find inside is concerning at best. Is that it? What? It's that Hitler's brain? Yep, sure got a nice office. But Hitler's brain? In a jar? Well, duh. We couldn't risk the German getting hold of it again. Please. What's this? The Ark of the Covenant? Oh yeah, don't open that. Yeah. Don't do it. If you like your face, that is. This isn't stuff. It's every conspiracy theory in the world wrapped into one. And she just has this box lying around her office. I can't... Wait, actually I can't believe that. You done snooping around over there? I think I managed to track her down. Alright. I slowly place the lid back on the box. Okay, now that I think of it, I'm looking at the story progress. Is this like a 2-3 hour story for each route, or is the game 2 to 3 hours as a whole? Because now I'm curious about that. So let's put the lid back on the box. I decided there are some things I'm better off not knowing about my country. Yep, Hitler's brains and it's in the game now. And got her. Oh, that nice sound. She's hiding at the old theater a few blocks away. That close? Figure she'd be safer than that. Then again, she looked clumsy as hell earlier. Maybe she just wanted to show off? Either way, makes her job a hell of a lot simpler. I nod. Anything that makes it easier to catch this woman is fine with me. By me. So what's our plan? Do you send a strike team to deal with her? That's probably a bad idea. If we're too obvious, she might manage to run away before we catch her. Huh. Then what do we try? No worries, I got an idea. It's Miko she wants, right? Well, if that's what if that's exactly what we give her? Mamizou leans over and whispers in my ear. She got a wicked, almost mischievous smile. Well, every conspiracy in the box. So what else could be in that box? Listen closely. I'm gonna need you to back me up on this one. She's crazy. She's totally, utterly delirious. There's no way this is going to work. Right, made it in no problem. How long do you think it'll be until we get jumped? It's long enough. Jeez, playa, tighten up. It's only a minor terrorist situation. Does this woman have the capacity to take anything seriously? I doubt it. At least try to act in character. Maybe you look the part, but you don't sound anything like the boss. Fine. You're no fun, you know that? Sir, I'm distracted by the real chance of us both getting shot to bits. I'll have you note that that fear is a perfectly rational response to... Shh. They're here. What do you mean? If you silence her, then there will be an outcry by people claiming you silenced her. Still evidence. Oop, pardon. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Oh, damn. We're jumped from all sides by vigilantes in masks, all pointing guns right at us. Each mask is an exaggeration of a different emotion, from fury all the way down to despair. Standing on the stage itself, posing like a ballerina, is the woman responsible for it all. Oh dear, it's Kokoro. Hello, mother. It's been too long. Kokoro. We meet again. That's more like it. Her voice is deeper, stronger, more ominous. Definitely a shoe-in for the boss now. I just hope she doesn't slip up. I'll be honest, Mother. I didn't think you'd have the nerve to hunt me down in person. Maybe I should have given you more credit. So are you here to surrender? I've been thinking that cape you're wearing will look quite nice on me. Oh, not at all. In fact, I'm here to say you can do whatever you want with your intel. What? You mean all that blackmail material you're not phased at all? But you'll be ruined. Kokoro, there's something you haven't realized about America. Each and every citizen of this great country has a fire burning deep in their hearts. It's a flame that cries out for hope, freedom, and justice for all. And as the president of this great nation, my flame burns the brightest of all. No amount of slander or blackmail will be enough to douse its flame. No matter what you tell the press, I will always be a president. There are so many things wrong with that statement, I don't know where to start. For one, Richard Nixon. And secondly, how do you qualify as a true American? A true Japanese immigrant. You've been here for 6 months. There is no way Kokoro is going to fall for this. Not a snowball's chance and... Everyone's crying. 60 member, eh? So heroic. I love you, Miss President. I'm gonna name my daughter after you. Actually buying it. I can't decide whether to be relieved or embarrassed for the country as a whole. Impossible. Mother, I underestimated you. It's alright, Kokoro. Just turn yourself in and we'll laugh this off together. As a team of mother and daughter, we can bring about a new age of... Uh-oh. Eh? What did you just call me? My daughter? You are my daughter, aren't you? The power charisma, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, sheesh. Let's say on a different level. Of course not. It was a metaphor. Why would you even think that? Unless... Wait a second. You're not mother, are you? You're an imposter. Well, you're technically not incorrect on that one. Uh-oh. In retrospect, we really should have checked with Miko about whether that whole daughter thing was legitimate. Really, as a rival. Personating mother. I'll never forgive you for that. Caesar, right this instant. You monster! Playing with our American spirit. The goon draws their guns again. This time we're deadly intent. To stop paying attention to me entirely. Reap gun point at the imposter. Well, guess the jig is up. And that cape looks so nice on me too. Alright boys. Come and get me. Don't just stand there. Open fire already. Those ducks and weaves errant bullets within human precision. The gunners have watched their fire to avoid shooting each other, and she takes full advantage of that. Ugh. Yeah. No, not in the face. No, not the face. No, that's even worse. Oh, even though she's unharmed, Mamizou starts picking up the gunners in rapid succession. None of them seem to have any combat training, and compared to her, they're easy pickings. Badass Mamizou. Yep, looks like it. I, on the other hand, have found a relatively safe spot under the seats. Oh. What was that sound? I don't want to die. It's called strategy, alright? Presidents and theaters do not have a good history together. Yeah, fair enough. Are you having this much trouble? It's just one girl. Oh, but I'm not just any girl. I'm Mamizou Futatsuet, the best damn trickster the world's ever seen. She continues to whittle down Kokoro's number, turning 50 men into 35, 20, 10. Man, screw this. There's no way we can take her. The last stragglers stumble away, deciding that Mamizou isn't worth the risk. Marry her. I'm curious where the ending is going to go. If it's going to be some anime-esque sort of thing, or if it's going to be serious or just outright wacky. Deciding the space of 5 minutes, it's down to 1-1. Jeez, humans are so useless. Guess I'll have to fight you myself. Oh my, that animation with the portrait. Kokoro leaps off the stage to land in front of Mamizou. She's holding herself with that confidence that her allies were sorely lacking. Hey, might have a clue what you're doing. Interesting. The two yokai exchange blows, every strike hard enough to kill a human. Kokoro moves gracefully, like she's dancing rather than fighting, but she's still skilled enough not to leave any openings. Gah. Stand still, damn it. Not a chance. It's not my fault if you can't keep up. When a good fight goes, the clearer it is that Mamizou's outmatched. The mask is somehow stronger than she is. She's a thinker, not a fighter. No matter how cunning she is, she can't match Kokoro's raw speed. It's like out of my hiding spot to get closer to the brawl. I can't help out. I'd just be a hindrance to Mamizou at this point. But I can't just let her get beaten down like this. One punch gets through Mamizou's defense, hitting square in the chin. Hi, Jixleaf. You're in time for the confrontation between Kokoro and Mamizou. She stumbles to the ground, defenseless, as Kokoro hangs over her. You've got one chance. Take me to Mother, or I'll really make you hurt. Crap. It's in Miko We Trust, visual novel where you play as a vice president of Miko, the president. Although now we seem to be in a different route with Mamizou. We're gonna do something or we're both screwed. But how exactly am I meant to? Wait, that's it. But it's just stupid enough to work. I ran the pair just before Kokoro lands the killing blow and... Well done, Kokoro. That was amazing. Eh? You really think so? Sure I do. It was a really impressive fight. You beat Mamizou to a pulp. Hehehe. Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Maybe you're not as bad as my mother after all. Pwned? It was a dub plan, but to be fair enough, Kokoro has shown that she'd fall for something like that. Mamizou palms slams into the back of Kokoro's neck. This yokai slams to the ground unconscious. Whew, that was a close one. She almost had me for a while there. Mamizou brushes herself off and gets back on her feet. She rubs at the bruise forming on her chin. It'll be gone in a few hours, knowing her. Thanks for the assist. Though if you don't mind me asking, what made you so sure that would work? She bought your little speech, so I figured she wasn't that smart. GG. And well, stupid people fall for stupid plans. Heh. Guess even ordinary folks can come up with great ideas sometime. What's that supposed to mean? Wait. Actually, you just called me ordinary. Does this mean you've finally given up on finding my deep, dark secrets? I guess it does. No matter how much I wanted it, there's really nothing that unusual about you. You're just a high schooler. Oh, so he is just a high schooler. Sheesh. So it makes more sense that our main character is just clueless about a lot of stuff and so impatient. Got shoved into a position he had no clue how to deal with. Just because you're ordinary doesn't mean you have to stay ordinary. I'm starting to take a real liking to you, playa. With a little bit of training, I reckon I could make you into something special. Mamizou. Are you trying to recruit me? What if I am? You know you weren't getting much done as a vice president anyway. And what if I am? You know you weren't getting much done as a vice president anyway. Besides, it means we'll be seeing a lot of each other. When she puts it like that, the temptation to accept only gets stronger. I never dreamed this when I first met her, but the chance to work directly under Mamizou actually seems pretty fun to me right now. I'll still be working for Miko, I guess. I'll just be doing it in a different way. I ship it. Okay. I'll have to work it out with the boss, but I'll do everything I can. Excellent. I'm getting the feeling that this will be the start of a wonderful partnership. So, is your objective clear? I think I've got the gist of it. And Mamizou, well, Mamizou is a good choice, definitely. Oh yeah. Just check for any unusual activity, right? We don't have anything concrete right now. Bikarin's acting strange, but we don't know anything what she's up to. It'll be your job to do recon and give up a better clue what we're up against. Sounds dangerous. Of course it is. That's why I'm sending you rather than anyone else. When you get to China, look for a woman named Nu Oju. She's an old friend of mine, and a big head in the country's secret police. I'll give you an idea of where to go. Nu Oju. Actually, I have a hard time. No, it's not Nu, it's Nue Uju. It's the last name that I struggle with. Nue Oju. Well, we'll go with that for now. Got it. Anything else? Nope. Best of luck out there, playa. Heh. Like I'll need it. It's been a weird experience for these last few years. Oh yeah, we're at the ending, aren't we? On the surface, I've been the vice president as usual, but behind the scene, Mamizou's been teaching me her ways. Now my term in office is over. It's time for me to put these skills to use. After all, no one will suspect a former vice president of espionage, will they? Nue is a double agent. Looks like Nue is a double agent. She says science, so yep, it's in the outside world indeed. Somehow, Miko's popularity allowed her to get through the rules and get the president. The name's Tu. Play at Tu. Oh dear, we're going James Bond now. And I'm the best damn pupil Mamizou has ever had. Mamizou N. Just take care not to get arrested, alright. Keep trying for the other endings. Alright, that was actually really cute in a good way. Pretty solid visual novel, actually. What time is it, right? We can go a bit further right now, so let's go back to the first decision point. See if Miko needs help. Let's go with number 2 instead. Wonder how Futo's doing. Probably a good idea to check up on her. I'm sure she's doing something relatively harmless. Like that Jane Bound reference. This for my— oh, you saw a lot of James Bound there? Treason! Treachery! Debauchery! I'll have none of it. I stand extremely corrected. Futo's flailing her arms about, running around the war room at full speed. On one hand, I should really find out what's going on. On the other hand, I can already tell this is going to be trouble. I'll find them, I swear. I'll find all the miscreants responsible for this and send them to the firing squad. And I'll throw their bodies in a bonfire to be safe. And Futo, what's wrong? Ah, Sir Tu. At least an ally that I can rely on. She runs to me and grabs at my collar. She's so short that she has to stretch her arm out the way to get a decent grip. So she's even smaller than a high school student. Yikes. Sir Tu, I'm the target of a mutiny. The secretaries and officers have been bragging to each other about how to throw me about and punt me out of the office. They what? It's true, I swear. Whenever I go for help, I'm laughed at and left to fend for it myself. I can't trouble Lady Miko with this. Sir, you're my only hope. I've got no idea what she's talking about, but she doesn't seem like she's making this up. I'd better find out what's going on. Okay, Futo, what exactly did they say to you? Well, they weren't talking to me specifically. They just discussed kicking me around as if it were some sort of sport. They called it Futo ball. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're really going with something like that? I think. Yes, sir. Are you alright? I'm having to try really hard not to laugh right now. I know exactly what she misinterpret, but if I tell her, it'll ruin the joke. What should I do? It's a misunderstanding for sure. Yep. Let's be a good vice president and tell her the truth. Futo, this is all a misunderstanding. No one wants to hurt you. there's where the Futo ball came from. Did I mention? Oh, I see. Yeah, oh yeah, you brought that. You said that a few times. Eh? They're not talking about football. It's called football, as in a sport you play with your foot. So, when they said they were going to punt, they were talking about the game, not you. It's alright, Futo. What a relief. I was frightened the whole world was turning against me. She smiled so innocently towards, totally unaware how silly a mistake she just made. Guess English isn't her first language, but still. Anyway, are you going to be alright? Yes, I think so. Thank you for informing me, sir, too. The others seem to enjoy teasing me, so I appreciate you being honest. Oh yeah, just figures you could use some help. Honestly, I was worried that what would happen if I left her to herself, but I probably shouldn't say that. In that case, I'll show myself out. Have a good day, okay? I will. Thank you again. I feel proud of myself as I leave the war room, my good deed of the day fulfilled. Futo should be relatively calm now. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. I'll have to cancel Operation Burn the World then. Okay. Wait, what? You say that the one in charge of war and all that is a bit gets a bit carried away. But what if you let her in the dark? Yeah, I'll probably explore all these things in a bit later. Oh man. Alright, is it? Okay, so I can skip what I already see. So, okay, so there's an issue here. We want Futo right now. And if we go to check Miko, we're going probably to get the Miko route because I went to see her before. No, I didn't actually, so Oh, security detail is Futo 1. Alright, thank you. We'll go with that then. Because I thought that the ones with no details at all would be like just no involvement with the other characters. So, alright. I'll go take a trip to the war room. But in hindsight, yeah, it makes sense that Futo will be as worried as I am. She won't let her boss end up in trouble, will she? Futo, are you busy with anything? And that freaking music is going all over again. Kush, since they're all in the same order. Yeah, oh yeah, that's true, yep. Just assassinate my president, will you? Good sir, I'll make sure you regret every decision you ever made in your miserable little life. I freeze in place. Futo is currently struggling under the weight of about half a dozen guns strapped to her waist. You can see a shotgun, an SMG, and is that a grenade launcher? Just you wait. I'll fill you full of all the coroner will mistake you for a sponge. They'll teach you for challenging the crown prince. Futo, what are you doing? Isn't it obvious, sir, too? I'm preparing myself for the assassin. You're the Secretary of Defense, not the soldier. Don't you have a security team to keep the boss safe? The security team? Cowards, the lot of them. Grenade launcher, good idea. Why, they even refused my orders when I told them to plant mines under the audience seats. Sheesh. It's not a problem. We'll deal with this one step at a time. I can't let Futo go in front of the press like this. It'll be a PR disaster. But what exactly should I do? Alright, let's go to 2. Alright. Could take her guns away, make her a nappy, or we could share the load. Taking her guns away will not make her happy, which isn't good. Oh, and you're saying to share the load? You can let her keep her weapons? Wow. I can't just tell her to stop, but I can't let her walk out like this. Look like it's time for a compromise. Want some help then? You look like you're struggling with the weight. Looks like some... I think Splinter Rebane has played it, yes. Myself, I haven't. If you help her, then it would look bad. Yeah, that too. Want some help? You look like you're struggling with the weight. Really? Perhaps the weaponry is beyond one of my measure. If you don't mind. If things go badly from doing that, then we'll... If it goes the wrong way, then at least it'll blow up in her face right there. Really well. Perhaps the heavy weaponry is beyond someone of my stature, if you don't mind. She leaves me with all the inconceivable items, a grenade launcher, the shotgun, all of those. By the end, she's down to a handgun and an SMG, both hidden under the normal dress. I'm gonna have to find a good place to hide these. Without Futo knowing, obviously. You have my things, sir. Now I can protect Lady Miko without fear of encumberment. It's more like recommend. Oh. You have my things, sir. Now I can... Okay, yep. She smiles brightly, twirling the handgun around. When it comes down to it, her desires are pretty simple. Really love your buzz, don't ya? Of course, I wouldn't have allied myself with her for centuries if I did not admire her. I know the agreement. I definitely made the right call in not disarming her entirely. Though I'm still a little anxious about how she's playing with that thing. Now, let us go to battle. I'll shoot the assassin down before he has the time to blink. Uh-oh. So, is something going to go wrong? What do you mean you already caught him? By the time we got to the press room, one of Mamizou's goons passes on the good news. They grabbed the shooter on the way in, and he's already been locked up. Miko's speech is going to be challenged. Normally that would be a good thing, but... Aww. Just wanted to help Lady Miko. Poor girl, she looks like she's ready to cry. She really wanted to be the hero of the day, didn't she? Don't worry, Futo. I'll tell the boss out just how helpful you've been today. Really? It's a promise. Thank you, sir, too. Thank you. Just like that, the childish grin is back on her face. She can't stop smiling as she watches the speech, eyes never moving away from Miko. She's a weird one, to be sure. But for some reason, I feel like I want to see more of her. Dope help her meant helping her carry all her weapons to the room. Yeah, that's what I thought at first as well. Okay, so it's more of the same here. Alright, let's go ask Futo. What about Futo? She knows Miko better than anyone. I'm sure she'll have some good ideas for a present. Let's hope there are a few gifts ideas for me to borrow. Futo, I need to ask you something. Huh? The room is empty. Normally Futo's always holed up in here, which is good for everyone else. Maybe she's just using the bathroom. Hey, what's this? There's a small present table, tied up with a blue silky bow. It looks like a book of some sort, but I can't be sure with it wrapped up like that. Yes, this must be Futo's gift for the boss. She did a better job of preparing than I did. I'm tempted to do something questionable. Let's say hypothetically that Futo's present were to disappear. If Miko's get it anyway, does it really matter who delivers it? I mean, isn't that one of the easiest way to pick a decision? Like, it's just as simple as my RPGs. In my RPG, you have to go out of your way to do something evil. To the point that the evil route is basically an extra. Let's resist the urge, and if it somehow goes wrong, then we'll see. No, that's a bad idea. Futo would lose her mind if she found out that I'd robbed her. Besides, there's no way Miko would fall for that. Yep. Guess I'll have to try something else then. Smirk. Yeah, that's the thing. If I tried to steal from her, she would have caught us immediately, wouldn't she? Surtu, were you looking for me? Well, that was timing. Good thing I didn't try to snatch the book up yet, to say the least, pal. Hey, Futo. I was just looking to get some pointers about present selection. You mean for Lady Miko, yes? Personally, I'm surprised that you left it this late. I'm bad with dates. So what did you get her? Oh, I found something I'm sure she'll love. It's a biography of Lady Miko, written by an Italian 5 centuries ago. Oh yeah, that's right, she's based on an existing president, so such a thing would make sense. Wait, really? Why would an Italian be reading about a historical figure from Japan. Why else? Because Lady Miko is the greatest ruler of all time. Wait, what? Oh, okay. What else? Okay, I know I'd want to write about her. Futo, what's the name of this book? Huh? The Prince by Machiavelli. Why do you ask? That's not about the boss, Futo. That's a treatise about Italian's politics. Sheesh. Lady Miko is the crown prince. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like she read the book at all. What other princess we're talking about? She's a bit dense, isn't she? Huh, this girl. Simple-minded doesn't even begin to describe her. Don't worry. It's a pretty famous book, and I'm sure the boss will like it. Just don't try to sell it as something it's not. Oh, that's good to hear. My thanks, sir, too. You've saved me from an embarrassing mishap. If you haven't procured a gift, we can give her the book together. Only because I pity you and your poor planning. She's redder than a beetroot. I've never seen a worse liar in my life. It's tempting to tease her a little, but I know it instead. Sure. Thanks for the backup. Hey, I'm sure a nice person and bailing you out in your time of need. My boyfriend says that Italy was in the axis of power in World War II. Sure, for pity. Just a really minor role. Italy, yeah, I think I remember. Oh, yeah. Wonder if that's related. It could be. Sure enough, Miko loved the book we gave her, even if that wasn't what Futo thought it was. The little girl looks so happy and thinking it over. Makes me want to see. Oh crap! What made him? Actually, I can maybe read what's behind. Oh, he was pondering about something. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit more of the same. Oh yeah, it's gonna be more of the same. So we can skip the sequence where Kokoro makes her announcement that that Miko is her mom and that she's going to slander her with all sort of information if she doesn't do all that sort of stuff. Futo Mononobe. I didn't know what to think when I first met her. She's loyal and hard-working, but a little special. Still, even for all her strangeness, I can't help but feel drawn to her. She's so unusual when I'm so ordinary in comparison. There's never a dull moment around her, for better or worse. But right now, I know she's going to need my help. If the broadcast is enough to make me anxious, then Futo. Yes, Nazi Germany, Imperial, Japan, Festus, Italian, made for the Axis power. Okay, yeah, for some reason, sometimes I confuse Italy with another country, but Mussolini and all that, yeah. What the heck? That says on Futo's head. Maybe it's pasted to her hair? Defcon 1. Repeat, we're at Defcon 1. I want your entire arsenal ready to fire at a moment's notice. Futo is screaming into a cell phone when I make it to the war room. The depressing thing is that, compared to what I was expecting, this is actually relatively sane on her part. Yep, with a tape. Futo, I thought we agreed you wouldn't change the Defcon level without my permission. Sir, too. You don't understand. Somebody hijacked the television network and... I know. She's threatening the boss, right? Lady Miko's pride won't be able to withstand an assault like that. I'll end her presidency for sure. She looks ready to burst into tears at any moment. Oh, she's really calling for Defcon 1. Forget what the Defcon 1 is. Is it like a top priority, sort of a deal? Like something that's probably ridiculously over the top? Is it bad if I want to give the Secretary of Defense a great big hug? Actually, don't answer that question. Who is he talking to? It's alright, Futo. Maybe he hears voices in his head. Which confirms even more that he might be a Chinese undercover agent. And that the Mamizou route was all a ruse. And he's finally going home during the ending. We'll find this Kokoro girl and deal with her ourselves. Really? You mean it? Of course I do. Isn't that a ridiculously bad idea he's having here? But first I need you to calm down before you start World War III. We can't stop her if we're all dead, can we? Hey, I suppose I may have erected slightly, yes. Slightly? We are going to need a serious talk about this later. Anyway, alright, let's talk business. What do we know about this girl? And is she really the boss' daughter? Oh, that's a common misconception. She's a yokai lady Miko created a long time ago. She's not inherently evil, but more prone to mischief. Sort of like you then? Of course not. Alright, maybe slightly. At least she's earning a little self-awareness. So you've dealt with her before. What do we have to be afraid of? Well, she can prey on the emotion of humans to influence them, so they do know some of this third toe stuff when they wrote this game. Not consciously, you see. She just thinks these people are allies. She'll have some backup then. So where exactly will we find her? She's a spirit of emotion, so she's very drawn to the dramatic. Are there any theaters in the vicinity? Preferably ones that aren't in use? Now that I think about it, there's a little place a few blocks away that's been due for demolition for a while. You think that that's where she'll hold up? It fits our modus operandi there, at least. DEFCON means that nuclear war is imminent. Okay, to say it was over the top would be an understatement indeed. I doubt we can afford to search the whole state for her. Futo seems a lot more coherent than usual. Maybe knowing how serious this is has given her some sense of sanity. Here's hoping it sticks. Alright then, what should we do? Send a strike team? Oh, that won't be necessary. I've got a plan in mind for this. I'll need a few hours to get prepared though. Really, what are you thinking of? That's a secret for now, but trust me when I say I'll blow those terrorists out of the water. Is it okay for me to be a little frightened of her right now? It's definitely overacting then. The Cuban crisis was the closest they got to when they got to DEFCON 2. Okay, yikes. It was that close. Sure enough, Futo calls me out to the theater a few hours later. I was expecting there to be heavy police defense, but apart from us, the place seems almost abandoned. The sad thing is I'm slightly relieved. I was ready for her to send in after US Army to raid the place. Sounds like something we should do, yes. Maybe she's finally learning. But going two against terrorists isn't the smartest idea at first glance. 8-10 Thunderbolt strike. Surtu, you're here. Can't leave you unattended for too long, you know. Are they inside? Indeed. There are several each signatures inside, one of which is distinctly non-human. If it's not Kokoro and her cohorts, I have no idea who else it could be. Well, that's good, I guess. So, will you tell me what your plan is now? And as I'm reading all of this, I noticed that I finished out the words and like... Who said that I speak like almost like a snake? I think it was Lalasa. It's probably more accurate than I thought it was. Patience, Surtu. It'll be clear in due time. At the same time, when I go, it's because it allows me to correct the wording of something at the last moment. She better not use the build. Yeah, she better not. The longer she keeps this quiet, the more I feel like I've made a mistake bringing her here. Still, no choice but to run with it now. So, is it really just the two of us? It should be, yes. Though if you'd rather stay outside, I should hopefully be fine by myself. When you put it like that, I feel like I'd be abandoning you. Our portraits is still a lame excuse to use the wrong character. Futo or I will excuse it because it is Mamizou. Oh yeah, you were talking about Mamizou versus Sega instead. Yeah. Well, in hindsight, if they released the game later and knew about Darius' artwork, they would probably fix that issue. Although at the same time, nah, actually, they would have later to bring out Nue, but if they had Sega, they would have came up with a different story bit for the ending. I'll tag along. I hope so. Now, then to business. Futo leads the way as we we enter the theater itself. Whatever she's got in mind, I hope it's enough to keep us from both getting shot to bits. I heard based on the readings received, they should be hiding somewhere around. Here? It doesn't come in aiming your weapons at pair of us. Is it the same dialogue? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's skip. Okay, no, it's nothing new. Old. Up to the stage itself is the mastermind behind the effort. The face that was plastered on every TV in the state a few hours ago. Hello, Mother. It's been too long. You're not Mother. You're that little twerp she has for a sidekick. But when I've got a badass Mamizou then. Touche. That's true. Is the FBI aiming for a pedophile? I don't know what you mean here. I'm not a twerp. I just happen to be vertically challenged, that's all. Hey, yeah, no dissing or height. An exclusive for Mamizou. Doesn't that mean the same thing though? Regardless, this meeting is not to discuss my height, or lack thereof. We are here to arrest you for threats against the great President Miko. Oh really? Sure, I'm missing something, but you're not in much of a position to negotiate. Did you miss the 40 weapons pointed at your head right now? She's right, we're pretty much powerless right now. If so much as Twitch, I'll have more land in my body than I'll have blood. Maybe should have left this one to the professionals, you think? Ah, but you forget one thing, ma'am. A very minor note, but one that hampers you significantly. You see, ma'am, I am... Futo! Uh-oh. Futo slumps to the ground face first, a bullet hole planted square between her eyes. I'm not a doctor, but even I know that's got to be fatal. Didn't tell you to shoot her yet. But boss, why did you give us all those guns if you didn't want us to... Stop questioning me, damn it. Armed militias are something are supposed to have. Coco starts bickering with one of her subordinates. No one is paying any attention to the body currently splayed across the floor. That doesn't last long though. How rude. You didn't even let me finish my sentence. What? To rise to her feet, looking as healthy as ever. There's a hole in her head where the bullet should have lodged itself, but there isn't a speck of blood. All these people with guns aiming at you, and you are with Futo. How could you shoot Futo? Yeah. Oh my god, they killed Futo. Well, although now she's fine. Now, as I was saying, you see, ma'am, I am immortal. I gave up my humanity centuries ago. No amount of bullets will be enough to dispose of me. But I guess that does explain a lot why she's so casual about the whole dying bit. The benefit of being an hermit. Yeah, but well, GG. Actually, I'm not sure if that would work in actual canon, but then again, it said the hermits tends to have... Well, no, it's celestials that have a very thick skin. So maybe it applies for hermits, maybe? That's not fair. One told me you wouldn't die if I shot you. Koko's really not taking this development well. I'm getting the feeling she had a big script to follow and it's just all been thrown out the window. She'd only get seriously hurt if she gets shot in her plate. Oh yeah, you're right. They have those objects related to them. Yep, that's a good point actually. It's just been thrown out the window. And well, it doesn't matter. Maybe we can kill you. It doesn't mean you can stop us. Or are you planning to keep us from passing around your master's secrets? Fair enough. Even with my immortality, I like the strength to overpower you and your comrades. But it isn't me you'll have to worry about. If you wouldn't mind looking up. Eh? What is she talking about? I'm as confused as Kokoro on this one. Don't tell me there's a missile at the top. I look up at the roof of the theater. There's a large window that gives me a chance to see what's outside. Dojiko has a jar, but Futo sabotaged. Oh, yep, that's right, yes. That's what caused her to be as she is right now. And looming over the building is... Are you friggin' kidding me? Uh-oh. Oh, that's even more over the top. What the hell is that? Some kind of satellite? That, my friend, is Project Raijin. It's a masterpiece I've been concocting for the last few months. A personal project, if you will. Futo reaches into our pocket, pulling out a small remote control. Bye-bye, playa. As the push of a button, Raijin will fire a concentrated laser directly on our position. Throw it up to the earth for them to see. It's probably crashing. Good point, Alyssa. They're gonna die for completely different reasons. The resulting explosion will be enough to level the entire theater. Yep, game over. Game over, man! Game over! Isn't that aliens? But that's insane! You'd kill us, all of us, if you did that. Ah, but you're not quite right there. You would all die, yes, but I alone would walk out of the ashes unscathed. Either way, I win. Futo! Why the hell didn't you tell me about this? Well, you're not, sir, too. I'll be sure to tell Lady Miko that you died as a true American hero. I don't want to be an American hero. Rip, Vice President. Yep, hopefully that won't happen, but if it does, then too bad for him. I don't nearly enough living for that yet. Well then, Kokoro, you got your ultimatum, and now I shall have mine. Turn yourself in, or I'll save the state the effort of cremating you. The choice is yours. Yo, I sure as hell didn't sign up for this. I'm out of here. Me too. No way I'm hanging around with this maniac. There. Kokoro's minions grab their guns and run for the exit, pushing past each other on the way. We don't make any effort to stop them. It's not the underlings we're worried about. We don't want to kill Playa too. Yeah, it's the twist of this ending that she wanted to kill him all along. I guess she hate him for being too close with Miko. Oh, maybe. What are you doing? Don't just leave me behind. You're all cowards, you hear me? Looks like your control over your allies wasn't quite enough. Isn't strong enough. Well, then Kokoro, feel like surrendering yet? Not fair. Using orbital strikes is totally cheating. Looks like Kokoro is not going to do anything crazy. As much as I have trouble believing it, Futo's gambit might have actually worked. So we are going to have a long talk about this. Another addition to the things Futo can do without asking for his list, I think. Oh, looks like everything went smoothly after all. Good work, you two. I was worried I'd have to deal with Kokoro myself, but you handled their problem all on your own. Miko is waiting for us as the cops comes to take Kokoro away. The yokai is still mumbling about how unfair our strategy was. I can't say I disagree with her on that, actually. Mamizou ending is better, not bias. We'll see about that. We still have some more dialogue bits. Think nothing of it, Lady Miko. I was just doing my duty as your Secretary of Defense. Pretty sure vigilante missions don't fall under your job description, but now's not the time for that. But what do you plan to do with her? Surely we can't let her treason slide. That seems a little drastic. All she really wanted was some attention after all. Give me a few weeks and she should be fine. Personally, that seems a bit lax, but I don't bother questioning. These two have dealt with Kokoro before in the past after all. They know what they're dealing with better than I ever will. Anyway, thanks again. You should take the rest of the day off. I'll see you both bright and early tomorrow. Pardon? Miko walks alongside the police car as it trudges off, taking Kokoro with it. I wonder what Miko has planned for her exactly. Not bad for a day's work, don't you agree? Futo looks overjoyed. She's been grinning like an idiot ever since Miko gave her a compliment. It's a simple smile, but it's verging on contagious. That's your day, mate, isn't it? Of course. Nothing makes me happier than knowing I satisfied Lady Miko. For all her strangeness, Futo is pretty basic at heart. All she wants is to make her boss proud. Well, that's not quite true. She does have another passion, one that's a bit less acceptable. What's wrong, Futo? Really wanted to try out Raging. This was my first time deploying it, but I never got a chance to fire. Truth be told, I'm not heartbroken by that fact. After all, it's the only reason I'm still alive. So she seems really hung up over it. Fine, just this once. Sir 2, you're certain what? You did good work today. You deserve some kind of reward. Besides, the place is due for demolition anyway. Sir 2, thank you so much. Her smile is in a syllable. It's like she's having 5 birthdays at the same time. Oh yeah, oh shit. Yeah, things are about to take a different turn, isn't it? She can barely control herself as she reaches in her pocket and pulls out the remote again. Don't you want to get far away from this place? Good, then for Miko, Futo, yep. On that pretty alright. Project Raijin, activate! What could possibly go wrong? Hopefully the ending is not his funeral. Yeah, Vice President died anyway, good then. Isn't it so beautiful, isn't it, Sir 2? Like a bolt of lightning from the gods themselves. Futo cackles maniacally as the explosions hits. The brute is thrown in every direction. A catastrophic crater left into laser's wake. Oh, I'm sure that's going to be good for PR, by the way. Nice job, Vice President. I'm pretty sure I just broke a few hundred laws by letting her do that. You think? But the grin plastered on her face makes it all strangely worth it. Sheesh, we're really dealing with a kid, aren't we? I think Futo and I will be seeing a lot of each other from now on. We make a good team when it comes down to it. Besides, someone needs to keep an eye on her. And you're not doing a good job, kid. Futo and... Love is holding hands while things blow up around you. Keep trying for other endings. Hey, yeah, I can't really disagree with that logic. I mean, going on a date and destroying stuff, it might be actually kind of fun. Alright, so... Alright, for a few other endings. Nothing like the American anthem right after we blow up something. Makes perfect sense, actually. Good, then I ship it. It was a different mood, to say the least. Mr. Torg approved of this. Let's see if we can do the other one at least. Alright. See if Miko needs help. Oh, I already did that, so... Prove your public image. And check up on Miko. There's one person who needs my attention more than anyone. I just hope that my throat keeps going because it feels a bit harder to pronounce all of a sudden. But we'll see. Do my best not to show my nerves as I march towards the Oval Office. Boss, I need to talk to you. No, player. I'm not going to change my mind about the speech. Oh, we must have missed the first Mami moment. At least let me finish talking before you shut me down. I appreciate your concern, but I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. You say that, but what if this terrorist gets into the press room? We'll get shot to bits. That's the point, player. I'm acting as the bait. What? This assassin has managed to outwit us so far. Even our best men can't get a hold of him. As long as they're a potential threat, I can't risk leaving the White House. But if they find out the president's making a speech to the media, that's an opportunity they can turn down. They'll try to sneak in right where we want them. Plus, your guns only shoot 5 or 6 bullets at a time, right? Like, oh wait, did we miss it already? What do you mean exactly? Like, the other cutscene with her that happened earlier? You did the Miko one on the Futo route. Yeah, right. We'll take a look after this then. If I accidentally missed that, we'll do that. We'll complete Miko's route, and then we'll look at the cutscene and call it quit for this time. I'll probably look into this, or take maybe a look at one of this possibly bad decisions too. Dodging that would be like easy mode. That's 6 bullets too many for me. So this will speech is a trap. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I didn't want to risk you telling anyone about it. And if I forget about the Mamizou scene, please try to remind me. Although I think I'll remember, but we never know. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I didn't want to risk telling you anyone about it. Do you feel better now? She looks so calm as she says that. She's willing to put her own life onto the line to get this terrorist caught. It's as impressive as it is terrifying. But how do I feel about it? Am I okay with letting her do this? It's okay. Alright, boss, I understand. I already know nothing I say is going to change her mind. Miko is brilliant, but she's also stubborn. And odds are her plans is going to go off without a hitch. And if she dies, then we'll get something wacky. You do? That's a relief. I'm glad my vice president has such faith in me. But you're not going up there alone. I reach up and put my hand on Miko's shoulder. Leia? I'm your running mate, remember? That means we're a team. Whatever this stands up to, we'll deal with it together. Mortal people will be like... First time I can remember, Miko is speechless. A pale red blush rises to her face. Thank you, Playa. Perhaps you're not as remarkable as I thought. Proud to be able to help. Well then, shall we? I offer my help, and certainly. She accepts the gesture and we step hand in and out of the office. Wait, pale? Obviously, we have to break it off when we reach the corridors. But for the moment we were together, my hand felt so right in hers. Pale blood red. Let's just hope everything goes well with the speech. Looks like I'll have to refill water soon. By the way, the actual speeches happen. Everything's already over. Sure enough, the terrorists tried to break into the press room and Mamizou's men managed to snatch them up. There we go. Miko's plan went perfectly. Except for the speech itself. Citizens of America! This ship is a thing, looks like. I've gathered you here to declare my love for you. It's a scene like nothing I've witnessed before. An entire room of journalists locked in cold, hard silence. Hopefully you both don't see Kid. Really, boss? This is what you had prepared? I know exactly what you all want. Lower taxes, free healthcare, better schools. And I'll give you all those. Because I love you. She looks like she's having fun at least. Maybe this is her way of venting steam after all the pressure earlier. Miss President, are you feeling alright? Alright, I feel better than alright. I feel fantastic, full to the brim with American spirit. Can't all of you feel it as well? The room goes quiet again. I see a few of the journalists scribe down something along the lines of insane. It'll all make sense later when the White House issues a statement explaining what happened here. But for now, Miko's going to have her fun. Sing it with me, people. USA! 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 Also, that face when you really deeply consider a deep ice cooler with any of these several thousand-year-old relics. You're welcome. Well, she did what most politicians do, surprisingly accurate. Although, are they really that over the top during speeches? Okay, yeah. Skip. Maybe I can find out from Miko herself. I'll drop hints, maybe suggestions, nothing up front. Don't look bad. If I'm right, she doesn't have anything on at the moment. Let's see if I can get her on her own for minutes. Hey boss, I need to talk about... Miko is lying soundly asleep on her desk. No pillows, no blankets, just conked out at the most important seat in the country. It's almost surreal, honestly. Every time I have seen her, she's always been so focused and full of energy. We'll make a great follow and the Buddhists will pay for it. Sheesh. But there's no there's no I assume that Buddhism isn't a big religion in Mexico, but isn't there? No, I have no idea. Like I remember peones in Mexico, but that might be something from the olden days, the longer ago. So maybe it would be more accurate of that. Like I'm saying that randomly. Who would be the head of European Union then? Remelia maybe? It's almost surreal, honestly. Every time I've seen her, she's always been so focused and full of energy. I guess even saints have their limits. I don't know, but I know Remu would be the UN. Sheesh. So this makes President finding a lot harder. No, President finding, sheesh. Finding the President isn't that hard right now. I can't ask her anything if she's like this. Could rummage through her desk and try to find clues maybe? Maybe that might wake her up. Yeah, right. Again, let's be a good vice president. This is a bad idea. She probably does not get a lot of chances to just relax like this. So slowly tiptoe towards the door, making sure not to wake up the president up. It's strange watching her sleep like this. Normally she's so strong and serious, but when she's relaxing, she's almost cute. Yeah, let's not go through her stuff at all. I'll come up with some other way to get her up present. It's not worth bothering her for. And Leia, is that you? Oh crap. So much for that act of kindness. I didn't wake you up, did I? No. I was just finishing up my nap anyway. The president takes a moment to fix her hair. How does she even get it to stand up like that? I have no idea. Maybe a lot of air gel, like gallons of it. Did you want me for something? Kind of, I guess. It's nothing important. Don't be shy, playa. Just tell me. Well, it's your birthday today, and I forgot to get you anything, so I just wanted to know if there was anything you'd like. Playa. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Eh? But I didn't even get you anything. It's the thought that counts. That you'd seek out a gift for me even when I play down my birthday so much. It's worth more than anything you could have given me. I feel my chest swell up with pride. Even though I came up empty-handed, I feel like I've given Miko something really precious. Duh. Leia, could you close the door on the way out? I think I'm going to sneak into another nap. Sure thing. Go through her stuff. Really need to tell her. She can read his thoughts more or less. Yeah, she can have 10 conversations at once after all. Sure thing. Sweet dreams, boss. And happy birthday. Hehehe. I made a good choice picking you as my vice president. Miko lowers herself onto the desk again, finding a comfortable spot for her head. Slowly closed the door behind me, turning off the light as I let her rest. Sleeping on a desk can be surprisingly comfortable if you you cross your arms properly. Yeah, she could just use a couch too. There are two. Yeah, exactly. Might as well do that. Maybe it's, although it might look a bit more insightly for the president to be resting on the couch, I suppose. At least one can say that she fell asleep at the desk because she's overworked. That's a bang 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 bang. Ever since I came here, there's one person I respected over everyone else. President Miko. I never cared much for politics, but the way she governed the country was astounding. Ruling were harsh but fair, always with the needs of the people in mind. Napping Miko makes me want to take a nap too. I actually took a nap shortly before the stream. It's been an honor to serve as our vice president, and maybe one day, when all of this is over, I might ask to be something more than that. But now's not the time. These threats of scandal could be enough to sink Miko's presidency. I pushed my way to the Oval Office to talk to the president in person. Boss! I almost bashed the door on the way in. There's no sign of Miko at the desk, or anyone else in the room. Immediately I start to think the worst, until I hear murmuring from behind the seat. No, I'm ruined. I'm ruined. Ship. Again, we're getting a ship. Or, oh, something more. Oh yeah, he did say something like that. Uh-oh. She's not taking the threat well. Circling around, I see Miko curled up in a ball on the floor, hugging her cape like a safety blanket. I couldn't really see her reacting like that. Charisma break. Submarine. She rocks back and forth, still muttering to herself. It's okay, Miko. It's just a dream. Just a dream. I'm furious. This isn't the president I know. Where's the power? The presence? The pizzazz? I'm not sure what that word is supposed to mean. I rarely see it, but I know it's a true word. And at that moment, I realize exactly what I have to do. Exactly what Miko needs to come back to her senses. Yeah, it is. Is it like a pizzazz or something like that? Exactly what Miko needs to come back to her senses. Boss, did you really write a sappy romance novel? It's kind of like flair and sparkle, gelatin celebrities. Okay, so exactly like that. Okay, now I see. So what if I did? Miko jumps back on her feet in an instant, her face glaring red. I'm not sure if it's out of anger or embarrassment. Maybe both? I was young and stupid. Everyone does something they regret at that age, right? You've got no right to judge me. I take a tactical step backwards, out of Miko's reach as she flails about. Even her hair seems to be standing on in indignation, but that's not very different from how it usually looks. Don't tell anyone about this, understand? Oh, don't tell. Gradually, the redness fades from Miko's face. It's like she's a computer being rebooted, taking deep breaths as she recovers her composure. Would read her novel though. Wonder if it's what kind of novel would she write? Like some sort of religious thing? Oh no, wait! It says a sappy romance novel. So is it like a sappy, like a schlocky sort of thing, or like a? I would have read this author's sappy romance novel. Makes me wonder what sort of stuff she wrote. She holds her rod to her chest and bows her head slightly. Forgive me, playa. I was taken by surprise and I reacted poorly. Don't sweat it. I just knew you needed something to get angry about. You're at your most productive when you're mad after all. I take offense to that comment, but now isn't the time. I can't run away from this problem. We don't have long to find a culprit. Yet that's another thing I need to ask about. Since when did you have a daughter? That means you have had a husband, and that means I have competition. Oh, so he's really after the president. That means you had a husband. That means tell me what sort of man you're into, boss. Huh? Don't know what you're talking about. What? But that girl called you her mother. I suppose her perspective, that's the only word that fits. But she's not my daughter. It'd be more accurate to say I created her. That girl was a yokai, a spirit if you will. She's the essence of set of no mask I sculpted a long time ago. That's why she knows so much of my secrets. Wait, no mask? You know no? 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 Oh, okay, no, I don't know. No. What can you not know? No. I think everyone should know no. Just quit with the wordplay and tell me. It's a form of theater. The actors wear masks to represent various emotions. Thirsty. Which means the power of no. N-E-O-H. Miko gasps and swears I see the tufts of her hair wiggle in realization. Leia, are there any theaters around here? Yeah, yeah, I think there's one a few blocks away. It hasn't been used in years though. Then that's where she's holed up. Come on, we don't have much time. But it's just the two of us? Shouldn't we bring some secret services agents at least. Kokoro is my problem. I want to deal with her myself. Besides, why would I need the Secret Service? I've got my Vice President at my side. Boss. Alright, playa, let's go. To the theater. Num 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 num. I thought surprisingly, the place is fully lit by the time we arrive. There's still a trail of dust on the far seats. Someone made an effort to clean this place up recently. Okay, so no skipping here. Looks like she's got love of the dramatic. Well, she is a spirit of emotion. She's drawn to anything that would get people excited. Is that why she's up to the stage too? Eh? Here we go again. Hello, mother. It's been too long. Kokoro. You really need to stop calling me that. People are misinterpreting our relationship. Wait, you mean they think we're... Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. It was meant to be symbolic, meaningful, and... The yokai flaps around, a menacing demeanor vanishing instantly. Oop, pardon. Time for round 3. Yep, here it is again. She's got a lot of bark, which is awfully easy to spook. Anyway, are you here to surrender? I was expecting you to hide behind your goons rather than face me in person. I'm not turning myself in, Kokoro. I'm here to deal with you myself. Miko takes a step towards the stage, emanating power from every inch of her body. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You're one. If you'd kindly show yourselves. What? Dozens of people pop up from behind the seats, pointing guns straight at Miko. Each of them is wearing a different mask, their expressions ranging from joy to horror. These humans, who are they? You're impressed, I see. They are allies, the 66. Soldiers, lawyers, hackers, everything I could ever need to stage a coup. Your allies more like your lackeys. You know what your powers can do to people, Kokoro. I thought we went over this last time. Wait, last time? You two have done this before? Not recently, I'd say. It's been 200 years or so? Don't talk so casually about the length of time. You're making me feel like a mayfly. You better do what she says, Miss President. Wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen, will ya? One of the thugs, bulkier than his partner, approaches Miko. He prods the gun right into her stomach. Miko doesn't flinch. Question, sir. Do you have health insurance? Buh? Sure I do. And that buh sound like something straight out of Home Improvement by accident. Sheesh. Good. You'll need it. Ugh. Miko grabs the gun, near by the waist, flinging him off into the seats. The other gangsters break apart as crashes into the floor, gun falling away to who knows where. I hope that's enough to get my point across. Boss, did you just... It'll be fine, playa. A few broken bones at worst. Sure enough, there's a long, loud groan into the direction of the fallen thug. Ah, wait, did I tell my kids I got beaten up by the president? What are you doing? Wait, that's impressive. Yeah, actually, kinda. Not supposed to let her throw you around like that. No one else want to try their luck? They could just fire at her. I mean, she could pull the same shenanigans as Futo did, but this way I can take one of you as easily as I can take all of you. The thugs stares at each other anxiously. They keep their guns up, but they're almost frozen in place. No one wants to risk being next on Miko's hit list. Thought not. Well, Kokoro, looks like you'll have to handle me by yourself. Unless you're afraid of me, that is. Fine, come up here and let's see just how well you can fend for yourself. Boss, are you sure about this? She looks pretty confident. Don't worry, playa. I know exactly what I'm doing. Miko casually strolls towards the stage. The 66 keeps her down, the guns pointed at her, but she practically ignores them. And can't help but be impressed just from watching her. Well then, shall we get started? Huh. Do your worst, mother. Meet President Miko. The two girls stump towards each other, both full of to the brim with confidence. The 66 all have their weapons pointed in their direction. Can't make myself look away, my heart hanging in my throat. Can Miko do this? No, why am I doubting her? I'm her vice president. It's my job to believe in her. Huh. Well, what's wrong? Understand if you're scared, but you better stick to your word. What? What? I was ready for some great showdown, but apparently Miko has other ideas. She pinches Kokoro's right on the cheek, pulling her away like a misbehaving child. I swear, I can't leave you around for a few centuries before you start acting up. I thought maybe you'd learn to behave without me around, but I guess not. Well, let me go. I told you I came over to America. It was Byakuran, wasn't it? Lol, she's a mother after all. It looks like it. She said you were having lots of fun without me. Whoops. Kokoro starts to sniffle, like a child being chastised. I'm almost starting to feel bad for her now. Hey, shouldn't we do something? This isn't our business. Sometimes you just gotta let women sort out their own problems, you know? Kokoro underlings lower their guns, biting their lips, collectively as they watch the fight play out. So much for your loyal allies, huh? Well, Kokoro, you promise to behave from now on? I'm sorry, Mom. I'll be good, I promise. Actually, isn't Byakuran the mother and Miko the father? I haven't seen a lot of that stuff, but I think that's what it is. Yes, usually when they draw the two together, when they're not fighting against one another. But I guess that's one way to solve their problem. The 66 seems ready to give themselves up in as well, dropping their weapons rather than risking a run-in with Miko. It's not how I thought things would work out, but I guess it's alright. In the end, I can't I'll try to beat Kokoro up. Yep, basically. Well, literally, actually. We stay around as Futo's men start hauling the criminals away. None of them make an effort to resist, going along quietly into the police van. You think they'll get rough sentences? They weren't really in control of themselves. Worst case scenario, they'll have to do a little community service. And what about Kokoro? I'll take care of her myself. She didn't hurt anyone in the end, and all she really wants is some attention. Give me a week or two and she'll be rehabilitated. I know. All in all, Miko seems in control of the situation from the very start. Kokoro doesn't have it easy, eh? She never does. There are some people that say she's like a jerk in canon, like in Touhou 15.5. I don't know if she was. I already kind of forgot. Although people were bothering her quite a bit as well in that game. Even a room full of armored goons wasn't enough to phase her. So I feel like I sort of like I didn't do much to help. Everyone is a jerk in canon, just in different degrees. Yeah, or at least for the most part. You just sort of sat there and watched you save the day. What are you talking about? You brought me to my senses. Without you, I'd still be cowering back in my office. I guess, but it's still you who does all the work. How do you do it? Are you so brave and serious when things get dangerous? Miko grins, her smile a little broader than normal. It's quite simple, playa. You see? There's someone very special in my life. My heart freezes in my chest. This person means a lot to me, more than anything else in the world. All I want to do is make a world that will bring a smile to her face. And that when I see that person happy, oh, that's the best feeling I can imagine. My throat feels dry. I can't think. I can't speak. Is she confessing to me? Don't get carried away, dude. But maybe sappy romance novels? Yep, looks like that might be. We'll see, boss. I feel the same way. I've always respected you, but I wanted us to be something more. If that's what you want to, then yeah, she's talking about America, isn't she? Leo, what are you talking about? But what you just said, Miko. Oh, there we go. Someone calls out for Miko from the other side of the street. It's a young woman in a long green dress, and she doesn't have legs. Balloon ship, yep, uh-oh. Oh, what? It's a ghost. Dojiko? What are you doing here? What do you think I'm doing, silly? I just heard that you were out getting shot at. Wait, you two know each other? What the hell is going on? Where's Sega now? That's right, I never told you about the arrangement, did I? But yeah, this is Tojiko. She's, well, I suppose my wife, quote unquote, would be the appropriate word for it nowadays. What? Oh my god. She wasn't talking about me at all, was she? Where is this coming from? Well, come, I've never met her before. Well, we're both girls, you see. And I didn't want to risk our relationship damaging my chances at polls, so I've told her a little secret. A forbidden love, if you will. Think all the blood just flushed out of my body. Seeing how I'm embarrassed is probably being a little too generous. Miko was a man after all, yet. Right. Anyway, enough about that. What was it you were trying to tell me, Play? Never mind. It's not really that important. Really? If you're sure then. I was up for some ice cream to celebrate. Oh, I want some. Will you hold me? It for me though? Still have trouble gripping stuff. Of course, it will be only gentlemanly of me, no? What about you, Play? Anything you want? I guess I'll just have some plain old ice cream, vanilla. And that's the story of how I didn't get quite together with the President of the United States. One thing for sure though, I don't plan on staying ordinary for long. I'm gonna do everything I can do to be the best Vice President ever. Then maybe, and if she doesn't feel the same, it's fine as long as I can bring a smile on her face. Like she said to me, say that it is the best feeling I can imagine. She was the U-boat. It's okay, Mamizou is better. Anyway, I didn't know Tojiko was her wife. Yeah, Mamizou was my favorite. The thing was, Tojiko is... I don't remember if it was literal in yeah, she isn't our wife in Canada. It's kind of very different in weird in a sort of way, I'd say. The way it was made. Miko and... Sometimes love is like a narrow corridor. One way only. Keep trying for the other endings. Alright, let's try this differently. First of all, let's go back. Just go for a walk. Forget it, I'm going to stretch my legs. Maybe some fresh air will help to clear my head. Or else it's pretty empty today. I'm able to get a good bit of space to just stroll about and be myself. Man, it feels good to be alone. I can't remember the last time I got some space out like this. But dude, you complain about being bored, having nothing to do with... So, remember I get hounded by... Let me do this. Hi there. Damn it, I jinxed myself tonight. I think the thing that made Mamizou's route probably the most funny was because it was the most over the top, and the action at the end was despite it was a yokai versus yokai, it was a bit more grounded than having Futo like pointing a freaking satellite at them. I jinxed myself, didn't I? And then there's the fact she gets shot, so we have an invincible hero. So, well, Mamizou gets the advantage of having a tense fight with, and our main character actually do something. So overall, I think it's probably the most satisfying overall. I jinxed myself, didn't I? Fancy meeting you here. Don't you have work to be getting on with? I wish. I'm out here precisely because I've got nothing to do. And she has the cute glasses. Although when not to mention it, I look at the glasses and like too often the upper portion of the glasses don't appear. Wish I'm out there precisely because I've got nothing to do. So you decided to get my attention to pass time? My, aren't you a romantic? She says that, but she probably have come to bother me if I'd stayed in the office anyway. Either way, the Tanuki won't leave me alone. Now I wonder, how long until you crack and tell me all your secrets? Maybe if you spill the beans, I'll stop bothering you. So that's how it is. She wants the truth, huh? Alright. What is the bag though? Oh yeah, Tokuri, I'm not sure what it is. The bag. Oh yeah, that, yeah, I see, yep. The bottle, but that other one, yep. Let's be quiet. Well, too bad. I don't have a story to tell her. Told you already, I've got nothing to hide. You can bother me all you want, but that's not going to change. So you're keeping quiet, huh? Even if it means I'll be haunting you all the time? When she words it like that, I feel like I'm making a mistake. Still, I can go back on it now. Vice President of the United States, Mamizou. When I say something, I have to mean it. Hey, it almost sounded cool coming from you. I think that was the right decision with her, actually. Excuse me? Why sure you were going to chicken out and make some crazy sort of story to get me off your back? Like how you are actually a robot or an alien or something? You're the love child of a raccoon and a debt collector. Are aliens and robots really that weird in comparison? True. I guess between me and the president we've got a pretty bizarre cabinet. To just make you even more interesting, playa. You're surrounded by all this mystical, magical nonsense and you're still just so ordinary. Alpha is just raw. Everybody really weirdly. I can see how you mistook it for a bag. Oh, yeah. Yep, the notebook. Yep, exactly. Yep. Thanks, I guess. Was that a compliment? I'm going to pretend it was a compliment. You're a good laugh. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. Actually, I'd rather not. Before I can finish, Mamizou finished in the blink of an eye, leaving me ranting at thin air. Jeez, how insensitive can you get? The girl's so selfish. She doesn't bother anyone else like this. Why do I have to spend so much time dealing with her? Well, I guess it's better than having nothing to do. I'll learn to like her, probably. Alright, so let's see if I can load game, resume, make something up. You want that story? Well, I'll give you a story. Alright, Mamizou, you win. I'll tell you the truth. Oh, here we go. I've been waiting for this. The truth of it is, I'm actually a foreign prince. I was born in a royal heritage, ruler of a small country in Eastern Europe. But all I wanted was a normal life, so I fled to America and... Stop, kid. Why he doesn't want to spend time with her? He's crazy. Although into ending with her, it changes. Just stop. What? Jeez, how bad of a liar are you? I thought you'd be a little more fun than this. Mamizou doesn't even bother with a dramatic exit, simply stomping off the corridor, or you managed to really upset her. She looks really hurt. Maybe I should have messed with her like that. Shouldn't have messed with her like that. Damn it. Wanted her to leave me alone, but now I feel kinda bad. Alright. Check up on Miko. Let's do. It's not okay. No, we're going to take a different route here and make everyone unhappy and see how things goes. You can't take that sort of risk, boss. And why not? You're the president, remember? If this plan goes wrong, you could end up dead. Then what's the country supposed to do? My Coco. Making a Mamizou. At least I'm not picking every options with her to make her unhappy. I'll make everyone happy instead. Coco was silent for a moment. Start thinking that maybe I've managed to get through to her. Then she whispers beneath her breath. Disappointing. What? Is that all I am to you? Trinket to be defended? I'm the president of the United States. It's my job to keep this country safe. I can't let some maniac with a gun deter me from that. Miko's eyes flash a scarlet red for a moment. It's this force, this sheer power in her voice that reminds me of how she became president in the first place. We're gonna get fired at the end, aren't we? I was hoping that as my vice president you would have understood that. Clearly I've overestimated you. Miko, wait, that's not what I... She doesn't even turn around. She stumps away and all I can do is watch her like a ship leaving port. Damn it! You could have gone better. Quit with your rod, Miko. As it turned out, Miko's plan worked perfectly. The spy tried to infiltrate the speech and Mamizou took care of him. I never saw it myself. I was busy figuring out how to apologize. Girls, man, I really don't understand them. Ships leaving port. I think it's actually crashing to port violently, killing everyone in the ship. And we're about to reach our... how did he call that? that trope at the moral event horizon, because we're going to give into the temptation here. So prepare everyone to feel bad here. Sorry, Futo. Necessity knows no law. We're gonna make the girl cry, aren't we? I'll just slip this into my pocket and get out before she knows I was there. Man, Miko. Oh, or Miko will see that the so it's being aided by everyone en route. There, I made sure to wash my hands. Now back to work and... Sir, too, what are you doing here? My gift! You're stealing my gift to Lady Miko! Uh-oh. What gift? We got no idea what you're talking about. Silence, Nav! I hear none of your lies. You shall be punished for your transgression. Are we gonna die? She reaches under the table and pulls up. Holy crap, is that a flamethrower? I'll burn you to a crisp and leave your tattered carcass on the roof as a warning. Prepare yourself. Ah! So the last part is where you die, eh? I put it back to President and run. Okay, so he survived out of the room as fast as my legs can carry me. Luckily, Futo's legs are shorter than mine are. I'll have to go hiding for a few days. Futo's not gonna forgive me for this time anytime soon. There we go. Sheesh, that went even though that was more violent than I was expecting. Instead of seeing her cry, there's a sprinkler system. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get fired because there's no skipping here. Yet another day without merit at the Vice President's office. The secretaries have stopped bothering me, but unfortunately so has everyone else. The whole White House seems to be doing its best to pretend I don't exist. All I can do is watch TV, but all the local channels even do is reruns of crappy cop shows. It's been about a month, and I already have memorized all the culprits by heart. You like this? You like this more or less? I thought you liked the. Oh, you mean how the event went down, maybe? I already have memorized all the. So I've just been lazing around and reading comics and doing whatever the hell I want. No one's gonna bother checking on me. Yeah, exactly. The violent meat Futo, I see. So I feel like this might be my fault. You think? I had a chance to get somewhere. I think I made a lot of mistakes, especially when it came to other people. Maybe if I'd been a little nicer, it wouldn't have been stuck in limbo like this. Yeah, whatever. Still an easy paycheck for zero effort. We casually flip the page. Looks like the rest of my term will be a dull and eventful. Just about right for an ordinary high schooler like me. Bad end. Next time, try harder to impress those around you. You might not be so ordinary after all. So let's try this. Let's try something again completely different. Probably not gonna do anything, but we'll see. Let's make Mamizou happy. Shake up on Miko. Make Mamizou happy. Miko happy. Ask Futo and make Futo happy as well. I'm sure it's probably going to be Miko by default, actually. Yep, Miko. Alright. Alrighty. Well, actually, I'm a sensible soul, so I'd probably feel bad picking out the bad endings. I probably would have had trouble running an Undertale genocide route. Though mostly due to the yeah, that's what happened with me. I tried the Undertale route, and the grind is extremely boring, and the fact that there is no music, you keep fighting enemies, and the encounter rate decreases as you kill more enemies, and there's more to defeat in each area. It's actually really unpleasant and not fun to bother with. And I don't like the morals of the game. Like it's extremely heavy-handed, maybe even more than the true pacifist ending. But even then, I complain. I think that game is perfectly fine for the most part, aside for the endings and the genocide route. And as I complained about Undertale, while the American team goes full blast, I want to say that video game developers these days fucking sucks. So anyway, well, not all of them, but it's been going downhill lately, and maybe a gaming crash might not be the worst. So it would force the people to make better games eventually to regain the trust of the public. until we regain the trust of all Americans and people in the world. Time to disect. Oh, yeah, it was quite a ride. It's fun that it's short because the simple, fun, wacky game, and I liked it. It was a good pick to complete. I don't know. I'm not too in the mood. I'm in the mood to play something I'm good at and that I enjoy. Like that game recommended. Mamizou's excuse. Oh, I actually really did. I didn't have high expectations, but I had a great time. And we're gonna silence this game. I'll take a... Wait. Alright. I want to check something. Is anyone able to hear me right now? Because Twitch just said that that it had some error or something like that. Oh, you can? Okay, good. Alright, just making sure everything is working on my side. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break just to get some water, and we'll be switching a game. Maybe not necessarily a Touhou one. I'll see once I get back. So I'll just end the stream and come back right after I get a glass of water. Change the stream information, and then once it's working, I'll get back. Ah, crap! You curry diary. All right, I'll take a break and I'll see if it takes a long time to download and set it up. Problem is I need to set up the sound and all that sort of stuff, so we'll see. I'll be back in a few minutes. See you soon. That's right, you linked it, eh? All right, I'll say about that. But yeah, see you soon.